Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey guys.
Hello.
Welcome to our show.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Say it with me. Out of line. Hey y'all, it's Brynn.
Hello. Welcome back. Oh, I'm Kelsey. My name is Kelsey. Nice to meet you.
Welcome back to another episode of Out of Line. If you're new here, what's
Welcome
up?
to our amazing podcast.
You're now a part of the sisterhood.
Yep.
The family.
The therapy sesh.
The therapy sesh.
Always.
Today, though, we have some life updates that we're going to discuss. We're going to get into it later.
We'll get there slowly but surely.
But the first thing I just wanted to talk about, which I think is a fun topic, is like being confident and like being hot is like all in your head.
Being confident. No, it's so true. It is. It's literally, if you think you're the shit, you are the shit.
You are.
Yeah.
If you walk around like you're the hottest bitch alive, you are the hottest bitch alive.
No, it's true.
And
I was always told this in like high school and never believed it.
No, and now I get it because
hi.
Yeah.
Charlie's joining us today, maybe. Come here. Okay, that works.
So this is our guide of how to hot girl.
Okay.
Got it?
Okay. Yeah, no, I love that.
Step number 1 for me, personally, just be like smiley and happy towards everyone. Mm-hmm. That kind of energy is like unresistible.
So contagious too, yeah.
Irresistible. I need help.
Would you say unresistible? That works too, I guess.
That energy is irresistible to everyone. Yeah. To literally everyone.
But especially like if you're looking for like
a boy.
Like it really is important, and I struggle with it so much, just like having that confidence and like going into it like knowing who you are, you know what I mean? And like owning it.
Yeah. And like do things that make you feel good. Like if you feel good with your hair curled over being straight, curl your hair.
Do it. Like
literally curl your hair.
Yeah.
Like just do little things like that make you feel better about yourself, and you're more likely to be
hate when people are
outgoing.
Like say that you do that for like attention from others. Like it's at least not for me.
No, I do it for myself.
I do it for myself. Like I want to feel good, and when I like go out and I don't like my hair or my outfit, like it shows. I wear it on my sleeve.
Oh yeah, me too. Like if you don't like what you're wearing or your makeup went wrong that day, like I definitely have a different like type of attitude towards people. It's like just do those little things that make you feel better, and then over time, I feel like it made me like I don't know.
I feel like it helped my confidence from like high school to like reality, because I feel like you kind of lose yourself after high school, like, oh, now what do I do? And like you have to like just be a person in this world.
That's true. And you like find your own sense of style, and you kind of find who your friends are.
I love it. But it's like it's so important. I feel like confidence itself is like what most girls struggle with.
Yeah.
But like I feel like it's because social media and like the comparison of others, and like just don't do that to yourself. Just don't. There's no point. I'll go out and I'll see a pretty girl, and I used to be like, oh my gosh, I wish I was her. Oh my gosh, like I look so ugly compared to her. Like it's okay to just acknowledge like, wow, she's so pretty, but that doesn't dismiss like you being pretty too.
Yeah,
you know? Like
no, totally. And we did an episode a while ago called like Fake It Till You Make It. Mm-hmm. And it's true. Like you kind of have to trick your mind, telling yourself, even if you don't believe it, which you should, you have to tell yourself these things like, I'm literally so hot. I'm so pretty. I have the best personality. Like
what's it called? Affirmations.
Yeah. And then like after a while, you like do start to believe it, and then it really shows. And you like, you're just like a bright light in a room. Yeah. That's what I try to be.
No, I feel that. I feel like, I don't know. It takes some struggle, I feel like. Because there's times that I'll like tell myself all day long, like, oh my gosh, you're the shit. And then you go out and you're like, oh, I'm not the shit. But
there's days, there's ups and downs.
Ups and downs for sure.
For the most part, like literally just tell yourself that. And I promise you over time, you'll get like a little confidence boost.
We're like social butterflies too. Like I feel like when we go out, like I love just trying to be like the friendliest person in the room. Just like talking to everybody and like being everybody's friend. Like it's my favorite thing to do.
Sometimes.
So fun. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, there's times where I guess I like don't, but like that's always the goal, is to like talk to everybody and be everybody's friend, you know? Like,
and I feel like also something that's just like a really attractive personality trait in general is just trying to like include people like all the time. Even if it's people you just met and you're talking to a group and you're only talking to a couple of them, like include those other people, or like
nobody likes
really
the friend
hear
that
what they're
talks,
saying.
like, I don't know, like leaves you out. Like nobody likes that person in the group that like turns their back to you and then you're just like not in the conversation.
No, like
and
be
you're
inclusive of everyone. It's like so appreciated. Yeah. Like so appreciated.
It makes people like you more because obviously they're like, oh, I like talking to her because she, you know, like will include me and whatever. But.
Or if someone gets cut off in a conversation, be that girl to be like, what were you saying? Say it again.
People like
Do you know
that.
what I mean?
I literally love people like that. When they turn around, they're like, wait, you were saying like,
something.
Finish the story.
Right.
I'm like,
yeah.
You were listening. Like, oh.
Yeah. So just like things like that, I think really like set you apart from other people, or like make people want to be like you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Seriously.
And so I think this confidence has kind of like given me a new groove, and like
a new groove.
We both went on a date this week.
Yeah, separately. Not even double dates.
Not even together.
Yeah.
That is shocking.
This is a big step for me. I'm like excited to talk about it. I can't fucking wipe this smile off my face. But like so Brynn's obviously, if you guys know us very well, we've talked many times about how Brynn like loves going on dates and like, you know, meeting new people and learning about new people, and like that's my biggest fear in this world. Like I am so afraid of dates and dating, and I don't know why. Especially,
I don't know why either.
My mom likes to remind me like, you're 20 years old, like grow up. And it's like, but mentally I'm still like 15. Like I don't know. It's
now
just
you're not
so
scared, though?
scary. But after last night,
I literally, guys, I forced her to go. This really sweet boy, okay, met him at church. That's all I'm gonna say. Like texted her like, hey, let's go get ice cream, and she was like, oh, I don't want to go.
I saw that text and I was like, okay, well, like I'm not, because
I'm not going tonight. And I was like, Kelsey, I will literally not talk to you. I will not be your friend. You have to go.
Went into crazy mom mode. She's like, I will not be your friend anymore if you don't go. You need to stop being a baby. And I was just like, I guess it's just like the first thing that pops in my head. Like there's been a few, like, I don't know, it sounds bad, but like there's been a few guys that have asked me out or whatever. And I'm just like, my first thought's like, no, like it's not even like a thought.
Well, you say yes and then you cancel. That's what she normally does. And then last night, oh my gosh, I was like, I don't want to hear you ever complain about a guy ever again if you don't go.
This kid's like actually a really good kid though. And so I was like, that was the first time that I wanted to go. And my first thought was like, oh, like you know, maybe I should just like go tomorrow. But I know that if I put it off till tomorrow, like I won't go.
Yeah, you have to just do it.
Something just clicked in my head and I was like, I should go. And it was like after work last night, like, no, it was great.
You had a great time?
It was great. And then Brynn went on a date on Monday.
I did.
Today's Thursday.
I went, guys, this boy, I met him at a country dancing hall, like where everyone just goes like swing dancing and line dancing. And he asked me to dance and it was really cute. And then, remember when I got his number?
Okay, no, you have to hear it from my perspective. I'm standing there with like all of our friends and Brynn's like dancing with this boy. Like Brynn also is the type, anybody asks her to dance, she's gonna go dance.
I'm just like, yeah.
And like, I'm picky about who I dance with. And so Brynn's just dancing off and I wasn't even paying attention. And I look over and I kid you not, all I see is Brynn. They're like dancing, you like hold hands, right? And all I see is her go like this, grab and turn and pull. Like literally not like aggressively, but she just like pulls him and like picks up her phone. And I'm looking at her like... Like, there's no way Brynn just did that.
Confidence is key, you guys.
It really is, though. She said, you want my number?
No, he was literally like, oh, I'm probably going to leave soon. Like, can I get your number? And I was like, yep. I grabbed his hand and I pulled him over to my phone.
Just the way she did, like, I don't know. It was so funny.
Yeah. And so then he like texted me on Sunday and was like, hey, like tomorrow night, meet me here and I'll teach you how to like swing dance with me.
Yeah, and meanwhile, me at the time, I was like, you're crazy. You're literally crazy. There's no way.
On the couch, I was like, Kelsey, can you come with me? Like, I don't want to go by myself. I was really scared. Yeah. But then I went and like, honestly, if you're like ever scared to go on a date, it literally takes like a minute of courage. Yep. 1 minute. That's all it takes. Yeah. Take a deep breath, walk in.
That was me before I got out of the car. Yeah. I literally sat there and I was like, gonna do like Addie, one of my friends always tells me like 10 seconds of courage, and I was like, I'm gonna count 10. I was like, no, I'm just gonna get out of the car. And I just got out of the car and started walking, and I was like, there's no going back now. And I just started walking. Like
once you just like do it, it's like so easy. Like I was so nervous and like shaky, and like it was funny because like I said hi to him and like we started dancing and my hands are like, I'm like, and he's like, relax, you're so nervous. Eating
my ice cream. I was like,
I know. He told me, he was like, why are you so nervous? I was like, you just make me nervous.
Especially when you're like, I feel like when you're really into the guy, like naturally you're going to be nervous. If you're not nervous, it's kind of a bad sign.
It's kind of a bad thing, I think.
Well, like depends, but yeah.
But it was really cute.
But yeah, so I wanted to kind of talk about like why dating is like so scary. Like I have so many fears and it's not like I've been on terrible dates. Like the only like real date I can say is like with one of my friends from high school. Like he was just a friend of mine and he was moving the next day and he was like, let me take you out to dinner before I go. And
because I'm in love with you.
He didn't mention he was in love with me until later on. Okay. But anyways.
Dude, how could you not tell? Anyways.
So he like took me out and like I knew him as a friend. And so it was like easy, but like also still scary.
Well, yeah.
And then like any other dating experiences would have been with somebody I was like already boyfriend and girlfriend with, and then I went on dates. Like it was all backwards.
That's true. Like, because when you're in high school, you hang out with a group, you find a boy you kind of like, and then like suddenly you're boyfriend and girlfriend, and then like, and then you just hang out by yourselves, and it's not that weird.
Yeah, and it's not that scary because like I had spent one-on-one time with them previously, and so it was like easy enough. So I feel like last night was like my first, I don't know, like date. Like it's just scary, especially when you don't know the person that well. But like, he like met us at church and just like said hi to us. And so like we had that conversation kind of like talking before. So I like knew what I was getting into.
Yeah.
Like going on a Hinge date where I've never spoken or seen you before, that sounds terrifying. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you know nothing.
I don't think. Yeah. Actually.
I don't think I could.
I think I would, but like I wouldn't want to because I kind of.
Yeah.
We both have boys now that we can go on with.
Yeah. And
we should sum up our dates really fast. I think like they want to know.
Okay.
A summary.
Go for it.
You want me to go first?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So
I really hope they're not watching either of you guys.
Not.
Like, please.
There's no chance.
For the love of God, don't watch. But anyways, go for it.
Well, he was like, teach me how to dance. I was getting better. Because, guys, when I first danced with him, I was tripping over my feet, so nervous.
I'm interrupting. I think we should insert the video that I have. I literally am scrolling on my Snapchat stories and one of my friends was at the place and I'm just like looking and I'm like, oh, it's like the live music. Then I see a couple like dance into the frame and I was like, that's literally Brynn and blank. Like,
Brynn and blank.
It was so funny though. I was like, I get to see like what they're doing. It was so cute. But continue.
Yeah. So we danced for like a couple hours. I got way better. He like taught me and I understood. And so now it was fun. And then I like didn't expect him to want to hang out with me still. And then he was like, do you want to go get ice cream? I was like, yeah, like we can go get ice cream.
Yeah.
Went and got ice cream. I got a flavor. He got a flavor. We shared it. And we like tried each other's and da-da-da. We went to a
English.
We went to the top of a parking garage and sat in the trunk on the tailgate and played country music and danced more and ate ice cream and yeah.
Anyways.
And maybe he kissed me. Period. Your turn.
Anyways.
Next.
So, yeah, sorry. Whoa.
Whoa. Your turn.
Whoa. Okay.
Also, Kelsey went on her date last night.
Yeah.
And
so it's a little
we
fresh.
stayed up till 3 a.m. talking about it. So summarize it really
fast. It's my favorite thing to do. But so anyways, he has to go to ice cream. And obviously like everybody says like they need to pick you up. Like, yeah, which I get. But at the same time, like I feel comfortable like meeting somebody somewhere. Like you met him at the place and then you can like go off elsewhere. But like just in case having an escape plan. But anyways, so I like met him there and freaking out, got out of the car. It's like, it was such like a cute little ice cream shop. You like walk through and like you get your ice cream, then you go sit like outside. So we sat outside. He was like opening the doors for me, like whatever, like it's fine. And then we sat down and we just talked for 4 hours, like literally for so long, which it's so hard for me. Ask Brynn beforehand. I was like, well, what do I talk about? Like, what if this happens? And what if this happens? And what if this and this? And she's like, stop asking what if. Yeah. Like, conversation's gonna flow.
She's such a what if. And I was like, Kelsey, the what ifs are so pointless. Like, I promise you.
It's true.
So
pointless. I know that. It's just like.
Do you? Now you do.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. We just sat and talked for a very long time about everything under the sun. And it just like felt so good just like talking.
Right?
And I learned a lot about him. And this Saturday is actually this queen's birthday.
So when you're watching this, tomorrow's my birthday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll be 20.
Yay. And it's so exciting. And so on Fridays, we always go line dancing until midnight. So we're going to go till midnight and like celebrate and stuff. And so.
And our boys will be there.
Our boys are coming. Anyways.
Should we?
But it was really sweet and fun. And then he like walked me to my car and then I left. And like, I don't know. It was really fun.
But just like taking that little step of courage and going to do stuff like this is so good for you. And it's so fun in the end.
And I was like, there's no way I just did that. Like I actually did that.
I told you.
And
she was like,
so fun.
I'm so proud of myself. I was like, did I not tell you you would say that when you were done? You're like, yeah.
Yeah. But it was really fun, honestly. But I feel like it all has to do with like the company. Like that's like what made it like, really fun. Because
especially when conversation flows and it's, you know, not awkward, you know that you like vibe with that person. Yeah. That's why like we've talked about in the past about like having a hard time with friend groups. And like lately we've been hanging out with like our little group that we met like dancing. And like I really like vibe with like these people and like, I don't know. It's like, it's really new to me.
Yeah. It's really like weird having like this is kind of a funny topic. Brynn and I, like for birthdays, like it's usually just Brynn and I.
Usually dancing in the kitchen, probably drinking by ourselves, listening to music on our birthdays.
Like that's what we do. So like, it's just funny because like for this birthday, Brynn was like, we can invite them.
We can like invite people. Like I have friends to invite.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, but it's just like refreshing having good people around you, you know? And like, it's kind of interesting because I've always said that like, you know, you want friends that are a lot like you and like you have similarities and stuff, but like our friends are kind of different from us and they kind of each have their own like different stories. And I was actually talking about this last night on my date. Like there's such like a beauty in like having people that are different around you and just learning like about that.
And it's fun because we all met because we all like to dance.
Yeah.
But then like we really get to know each other. And if you ever want to get to know new friends, you have to get the game We're Not Really Strangers.
It's so
you have
fun.
to. And like the other night we had like all of our little group come over and we literally sat and talked and played this game and I learned so much about everybody. And it's
every time we've played that game, like I've gotten to know people on such a deep level.
Yeah, it's not like even surface level shit. Like what's your favorite color?
Yeah.
It's like actually really deep questions. Like it'll ask you like
what's something you regret and like why aren't you taking any steps to do it now?
Or like what's something that you wish you got more credit for? Yeah. It's like questions like that. Yeah. And then I like really got to know like our friends more.
It honestly helps a lot. We should play that this weekend actually.
Okay.
But yeah, so this weekend should be really fun. We're just out here what? I almost said something bad. We're just out here like really experiencing trying new things and it's turning out really good.
Yeah, like I've been so happy lately.
Yeah.
Like I found dancing that I like to do and
we just wanted to one weekend and we actually looked up this place and then we didn't end up going. And then a few weeks later, I was like, wait, we should really go. And we just went. And now we go every Friday. And it's like all I look forward to. It's just so like fun being in a room of people that like, you know, we have one thing in common and we all like to dance.
Yeah.
Like, it's
we
really
hang out
cool.
on Tuesdays and Fridays. And I saw last night.
Yeah. And I see, you just said his name. Can you guys
please
bleep that out, please? I didn't even like register. I just feel like we're sitting on the couch talking like usual. Oopsies.
Bleep it out.
Please bleep out. Well,
just go bleep or bark it out. What the fuck was that?
I don't know, but I'll see Church Boy on Friday and then I'll see him at church on Sunday. Apparently, like, I don't know. At 16 years old, like, I totally understand a boy not liking you back and you being really upset about it
and you like trying to get their attention, like doing things to get their attention.
Yeah. Right. I feel like it's just different now. Like
school stuff.
At 20 years old, I would never do that. I would never fight over a guy. If somebody told me they didn't like me, I would take that and I would move on. I don't know. Like I've been in those scenarios, so I get it. But at this age right now, I could never because I feel like relationships are just a little bit more serious to me now.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't like me, probably not husband material.
Yeah, like your maturity levels should just be way more than you were at like 16.
Right.
But like, so basically, moral of the story is I'm hanging out with this guy. This girl interrupts like 8 times.
Mm-hmm. She'll like come up if we're talking like this. She'll come up and just be like, "Come dance," and then
take him. And like, I was like, "Oh."
And Brynn's not. I don't know.
I don't
just
care.
Not the type to be like, "No, please." Like,
well, it's funny because when she came up one of the times, because there was like freaking so many times, but we were just talking, and she comes up and she's like, "Will you dance with me one more time? Like I have to leave." And Oh my gosh, I keep saying his name.
Bleep that out again, please.
Bleep out, please, I beg of you. And he looks at me and he's like, yeah, sure. And then me being me, of course, I'm like, I'll hold your water for you. And I like take his water cup.
It's just funny because I don't know. It just seems very petty, very ugh.
It was just so awkward for me. Like I would never put a girl in that situation. Like I would never go out of my way to make another girl uncomfortable, especially if it was over a guy, because first of all, guys are like literally the most pointless thing to fight over, especially if you're a girl. And so it's just like not that deep, like at all. And so I would just never try to go out of my way to make someone feel uncomfortable.
And like, you can't make somebody like you. You just can't. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but you can't.
I'll genuinely be praying for her because I feel bad, but like I don't like. I just hope that you guys know.
I think it's also kind of hard because we don't know her personally. Like, this isn't even us being like, oh my gosh, like this girl sucks. Like, I don't know. It's just like we watch that and we're like, I almost feel bad. Yeah, I feel bad. Because I'm like, my mindset I would never do that. Like, I would literally never do that.
Never.
So I don't know. But praying for her.
Yeah.
Hope all the best.
She was crying.
She's like always there when we're like dancing on Tuesdays and Fridays and stuff. And so like, I almost wish she would just like talk to us. And just like,
yeah, I would literally be her friend. But like, I get it. Like, I get it to a certain extent of like, if there was a boy that I really liked and like he was with another girl dancing and talking and laughing,
be upset.
I'd be upset, but I would never cause a scene and like pull him out of conversation and pull her out of conversation, and
especially when she knows that like you and him are,
and she was like videoing me and like, I don't know, it was just, it was a lot to handle, and it's fine.
Also, okay, I feel like we've had this conversation before, but I'm gonna have it again. Green flags and red flags. Okay? Green flag number 1 with this kid is that he, like, all he wants is to be a dad. Like, that's literally all he wants.
That's so cute.
Why is that so hard to find? Like, it's so hard to find. And this kid was just talking last night about how he wants to be a dad. That's like a normal thing to say. And I was just like,
really, like, green flags are bare minimum here, people.
Yeah, for real. And he was just respectful, and I don't know. I was telling Brynn too, like, it's so annoying to admit this, but like, these things literally come when you least expect them. And I've always heard it. I've always been told that. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? But like, now it makes sense, because I feel like now in our lives, we're like so content with ourselves and like our independence and work and line dancing. Like, we've went by ourselves so many times. We're fine with it.
We have like our little routine that we do all the time.
And then naturally these like friends came in, and now like there's these like just going on dates and stuff. Like, it's genuinely really fun, and it's a good experience. And I'm almost talking to myself here. I step out of your comfort zone because it's so important. Like,
yeah, you need to take your own advice.
I know. Okay. I did it once.
You did it once. She'll do it again, people.
I'll do it again. If you asked me out again, I'd go.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I'm literally going to hang out with him tonight.
Yeah. We want to hang out with him tonight, but that's TBD. We'll see.
TBD.
But frickin' D.
We were talking in the kitchen, and so we have this like little thing on our wall. Sometimes you can see it. Today you can't see it because the camera's set up a little different. But it says, can't find your soulmate if you don't make out with strangers. And Kelsey was like, I think our sign,
I think we low-key manifested.
I think it like manifested all of this. And I was like, oh my gosh.
I think it did. I don't know. It's so funny how proud I am of myself for just going on a date. Like, I called one of my guy friends last night, Roy. Shout out, Roy. We love you. But he literally was like, I called him and he was like, it's literally no big deal. Like, why are you blah, blah, blah? Like, I don't know why it's such a big deal to me. And please tell me if you relate so I can feel better about myself. But this bitch is the complete opposite. Complete. You were not listening to
Sorry, I was looking for questions to answer, but
yeah.
I agree with whatever you just said.
Okay, thank you so
much. But yeah, so that's like our little like life update, and I'm sure we'll have way more updates for you next week. They're probably like, these girls are fucking crazy. They talk about different guys all the time.
Yeah, well,
hey, we're in our 20s. We're just friends with like everyone.
Yeah,
and we're like,
and like, it's really simple. Like, if you make actions towards me, I will do it back. The minute you stop, I'm gonna hit the hay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so really quick before we finish out this episode, you can text us and you can ask us questions and story times. So if you want to text us, you can text us at 310-742-0083. So since we're on the topic of like dates and like crushes and guys, this girl Kayla, but she says I prefer Alex. So Alex, hey Alex. She says, hi, I have a crush on this guy, but when I confessed he has a girlfriend, they broke up and he said he liked me, but he still got with another girl. What do I do?
Okay.
You don't like him anymore.
I was taking a different approach.
Okay.
But like, okay, this is hard because I don't know. But like my first thought is like, if this man just broke up with his girlfriend, one thing I had to learn from a previous ex is like, especially when guys are fresh out of a relationship, they're not going to want to get back into one, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like they unfortunately want to slut around. That's just not all, but most guys, you know? And there was this one guy that I really liked and he was like, oh, I just got out of a relationship and whatever. And
I was the
like,
hottest guy that just drove by our house on a motorcycle.
Yeah, we'll find him later. But anyways, so I feel like it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like, obviously, you don't want him getting with other girls, but also you can't blame him because you're like not together.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like if you mention like I like you and he makes steps backwards like I like you too and then does that, then it's messy.
If he's not taking your feelings seriously, imagine what he would do if you were dating.
Right.
You're not even dating. So that would be
pay attention to the red flags in the beginning so you don't find them later.
Yeah. Honestly, I say let it go. It sucks, but move on. You'll find someone better, I promise. Okay. Next question is from Caroline. She says, hi, Brynn and Kelsey. My name is Caroline, and I'm from Boston. I have a question for you guys about a boy that I have a huge crush on. I don't want to say his name, but I met him last summer, and again, I have the biggest crush on him, and I don't know if he likes me back, but I do have strong feeling that he already has a girlfriend, but I want to tell him how I feel, but I don't know if I should or can or just forget about it, the stupid crush I have, and move on. What should I do?
Yeah, girl. Your mind is just like mine.
That's the worst.
I don't know.
Okay.
First off, find out if he has a girlfriend.
Find out. Because if he doesn't, fucking go for it. Yeah. That's what I say.
But I'm a big believer in like, especially if they have a girlfriend, leave it alone. Leave it alone. So many people think like, oh, I can break them up or I can blah, blah, blah. Leave it alone. Yeah. It is only their job, whether they're together or apart. Don't be a homewrecker. Personally.
Agreed. Don't be a homewrecker. But also, if he's like reciprocating these feelings,
then yeah,
low key, sometimes you move out of the house.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
We didn't really give you advice. Just like, do you, boo? Like, I don't know.
This is Danny. Hey, Danny. I feel like this is a really good one.
Okay.
So I'm waiting. Are you texting about?
Bleep that out, please. You are doing so bad today. Don't say the names.
Okay, anyways.
Bark. Anyways.
Hey guys, I'm Danny. And what is your advice for not feeling good enough for a guy? My boyfriend is the party type and I'm really not. And he does not make me feel bad about it at all. But I feel lame when all my friends and his friends have fake IDs and go to bars. But I cannot because I don't have that or fake anything like that. Sorry, this question was so long. Haha. Dude, you're good.
Okay.
But I totally get
that.
This.
Your experience, my experience, the exact same thing.
I understand. Like, and you know, it's okay for people to like go out, like, especially if you're dating someone for a while, like it's good to go out with your friends alone sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I didn't get much context from you, but like if he's doing it a lot and like he knows that you can't go and he's like doing it a lot, that's kind of like messed up to me. I would be bothered by that. But if it's like every once in a while and you know, you like expect him to go and you know he's going and you know who he's going with, like I wouldn't really mind, to be honest. Yeah. But he should also be going out of his way to do things that you like, and I hope that he's doing that. Yeah. Because there's a balance. Totally. You have to find a good happy medium.
I would agree. I feel like I was in a relationship where I had a curfew of midnight every night, and my boyfriend at the time really liked to go out. It was his favorite thing to do. Every night at midnight when my mom was like, okay, he needs to leave, like whatever, he'd go out with friends all night. And like, I was unable to, but I also wouldn't if I wanted to or was able to.
But it's like the same thing. She's not able to.
Yeah. So. That was such a struggle. It's hard because you care about the person, but like not this sounds bad, but not like that version of that person. At least for me, it was like, I love you when you're here, but like when you go out, it was just different.
Well, yeah,
so
it like bothers you. Like whenever your partner goes out without you, like I low key get pissed off.
Yeah. There's like a certain,
just a little.
Yeah. There's a way around it. I feel like you said, it's beneficial. Like I want to go out with my girls sometimes and I don't want you to come. Yeah. But like at least for me, if I really care about somebody, like I'm going to bring them with me to my friends sometimes, you know? And so like if he's not making sure you're included, it's almost like maybe you guys are just too different of people, you know? Like, at least that's how I would look at it.
If you're like really not happy about it all the time, you should bring it up and, you know, talk about it. Or if there's no solution, then maybe he's just not the one for you.
Yeah. It's like, that's the worst realization that, you know, is easier said than done, is that when you realize that your person is just like not your person anymore. Yeah. Or like...
Yeah, agreed.
I just watched this interview that was like, all dating is trying to find compatibility in other people. And so many people find partners that they're attracted to or whatever, and you're just not compatible. But you convince yourself like, I'm going to make us compatible.
Yeah.
And you just have to realize that no matter what, if you're not compatible, there's nothing you can do to change that. And you'll waste so much time wasting your time with somebody that is clearly not compatible with you and has different values or beliefs or whatever that might be. Like
I said it before, there's a difference between chemistry and compatibility.
Exactly. Yeah. Like chemistry is so easy to find, but compatibility is so hard. And like, that's why when you find it, hold on to it at all costs.
Wow. Preach.
Praise the Lord.
Okay. I think that we should end there. That was great.
Yeah, that was great.
Summed it all up.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Nobody gets mad at me.
I hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys care about our lives. If you don't, let us know and we'll just quickly
We'll talk about something else. Just let us know. But like I thought it was like
just keep us posted. Don't forget to send us questions. Don't forget to follow our Instagram and TikTok at OutOfLineXOXO.
So that you can be the first one to listen next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We love you so much.
Peace out.
XOXO.
That was a great heart, actually.
Wow, we're so sorry.
Peace.
Bye.
Ew.